Hello, everyone. I'm Darnell.
I'm Angela.
And this is
Garrison House.
Yes. Woo, we don't want to talk about the,
Yes, we had we just expect trying to go live and things just started to happen. So
yeah, just like last time. I don't know what's going on here. We're gonna have a conversation with this computer.
But we are here, we are live, and we are excited to be here. And hopefully everybody's just come on in and join us. As we waiting for everybody to come in, we would like to say is so Facebook has new rules where we have to at least have 100 subscribers or 100 followers or followers, whoever, however you gonna put it, in order to go live. So we would like everybody to go over to Garrison House Podcast, the Facebook page, which is Garrison House Podcast, and then that way and just follow us. So we are shy of 100, which we shouldn't be because we got over 1,000 people who are on our friends and family list here, right? So all we ask is just go over and follow us, and it doesn't take much because nowadays you get everybody else's feed. Why don't you get the people that you know's feed too? Right. I mean, it doesn't hurt, and we all should be supporting everybody. And we just want to have fun here. We just want to have gathering. It's a fun show. We talk about it's friendly, friendly family. We talk about everything that's going on in today's society and world today, without any,
we have some minor opinions.
Well, yes, because we do have our own opinion on certain things, and that's the reason why we have Garrison House Podcast, because it's basically what me and my husband Darnell here, okay, discuss at home, and we just thought, you know what, let's open up a conversation with other people out there and see what they think about certain topics that's going on. So that's the reason why we called it Garrison House. We're just inviting you guys over and just talk. We should have like maybe tea and coffee and crumpets.
Well. That's so funny because today we are going to be doing something a little different.
Yes.
We're going to have a little bit of fun today. We have some really good pieces that's going to be into this podcast, or let's say broadcast. This is really going to be a really fun edition today. So we have some great elements. I'm looking forward to this one. This one's going to be fun.
Yeah, and so we are trying to switch over to the Garrison House platform anyway, so that way, we don't be on our personal pages anyway, but however, we still will share on a personal page, but however, we still want everybody to go over there and watch us there to build that platform.
And just go to our website, GarrisonHousePodcast.com.
Yes.
At this time, scroll all the way down to the bottom and click on all the platforms we're on.
Yes.
Because we have so many wacky stuff happen today, we're only sharing directly on my personal page. And we're so those basically today is a very special one because it's pretty much friends and family, those who know me and those who know us that are joining in. We have Joseph McFadden that just joined in with us. Thanks for joining us.
Thank you, Joseph.
I was sending texts out to everyone like, hey, you gotta catch us here. So we are happy to have people come on. However, what we also want to say today is Father's Day, and happy Father's Day. Fathers.
Yes, who's standing strong.
Yes, a special shout out to our spiritual father, Apostle Wayne T. Jackson, powerful man of God, really good spiritual father. And he said some things recently that you only have one spiritual father. And I do agree with that. You have, people say, well, I went to this church as oh, no, they prepared you for a spiritual father. In my opinion, that's my 2 cents. Like we said earlier, we do have a little bit of opinion. So that's my opinion, is that you were prepared for the spiritual father. And sometimes having a spiritual father is going to hurt. You're going to get some correction.
Just like your natural father who instructs you through your life journey, you have a spiritual father. Why do people call him spiritual father? It's a person who directs us through our spiritual walk, who helps us through that, in order for us to get on to the glory. Now, and live life here on earth as we live in heaven, have the same life. So they're the ones who are guiding us as a parent would guide you naturally through life. These are parents who guide us through our spiritual walk. Yes. That's kind of why people call them spiritual fathers and spiritual mothers. Correct. They guide us through our spiritual walk. If you don't call them that, that's on you. Yeah. Ain't nobody. We ain't trying to tell you, hey, you better. No, I'm just saying this is what people. This is reason why most people would call it that. Also, I'm gonna say not only but Happy Father's Day to this man here. I'm also going to say happy birthday to him too, because it is his birthday.
Well, Friday.
It was Friday, his birthday, and we had a nice weekend trip.
Yes.
So we are celebrating his birthday on Father's Day, which is also Father's Day for him, because we do have one child.
Yes.
One daughter.
Yes.
And she's 21. And it was a blessing when she came into our life. He was there for her from the beginning and now, but I'm just saying when I had, nowadays, you have two job households, it's no longer the little Leave It to Beaver where, Joan Cleaver was waiting at home in her pencil skirt and sweater.
I don't know.
And making dinner. What's the pencil skirt?
Okay, I don't know nothing about that.
That's okay. And or the flare ones that they used to wear too. But however, my schedule was where I used to have to work multiple time shifts. So it was either morning, mids, and nights. So and when she was young, before we did utilize childcare. Most people don't like childcare, but hey, childcare came in handy for us, and she did well in childcare. And however, when she was in school and stuff, even before she got in school, because I think she was with him all the time, and especially during the summer. You can't leave the girl at home. So his job was allowing him. He was able to bring her to his job during the summer, and I had to pack, as I said before, I had to pack little lunches, making sure my baby ate, mama's, right. So I got to make sure that. And so he was always there. And I remember him taking her to a trip.
Her first trip, she had her first flight with me.
Right, her first flight with yeah.
So we flew. I think we flew to Atlanta.
Was it Georgia?
It was somewhere, but she had her first air flight with me.
I'm not quite sure. Yes.
And then she did her first. Well, the first time she drove long distance was with me and my wife, Angela.
Yes.
And then also I can also say I actually had support with me on that, because there was times where I had to do stuff where I couldn't bring her. And we had my grandfather would also step up.
Yes. Shout outs to Granddad.
Though he's gone, he actually very strong in making sure, he fed him too much though, but that's a
he has to go pick her up for school, her and Teresa.
Yeah.
Because Teresa was a year older than Rain. So they were all the little girls. They were elementary schools. Yes. And he enjoyed every moment of it. Don't think that, we were using Grandpa, but no, Grandpa enjoyed every moment with his great grandkids. And he loved it. And they loved him. And he made sure that they were all set. He would pick her up on time. And I think it was something he did, and he enjoyed doing it. So yes, we just appreciate Grandpa.
All the way to 98 or 98.
Yeah, until he had his first stroke.
Second.
It was a second
stroke. And he was driving the mayor, picking him up, and he would run and get him something to eat. So that's the great thing of the power of the father. And also, we can't forget about my father-in-law, her dad.
Yes, hi, Daddy.
We cannot forget about him. Now, we're not going to forget about him. No,
yes, my daddy.
Yeah, we're not going to forget about him. That's the only father person I have left in my life is her dad. So my dad is passed on. My grandfathers are gone.
Yes.
So only one I had left is her father, and hey, I'm cool with it.
Yes.
And then we have people on here. Thank you all for the birthday greetings. You see Ryan saying happy birthday.
Thank you.
Watkins saying happy birthday. Thank you all. Now, let's get into our podcast. Again, we want you, those who just joined us, we want you all to go to our Facebook page. Once this is over, we'll provide the link.
Yes.
We're trying to do a subscriber push.
Yes.
So we can move it off of my page and move everybody into the Facebook group, because like I said, this is my personal page. So we really want to get more people on our page that is dedicated to this. And then
Facebook requires
change their rules.
You have to at least have 100 people
to go live on your pages now. So we're going to hit our goal is to hit that goal. So share it, visit our website.
Please. Tell your friends, tell your neighbor. So that's like she said for her birthday last month. My birthday this month is really that. I'm laughing what Ryan just posted. However,
My gift for me is to go to Garrison House podcast.com and just go to our socials all the way to the bottom. And Ryan, now come on. He says we should have another child and make it an even number. Well, we technically did, but that's a whole different story. We'll talk about maybe, but you know that we were close, but we had a situation. But yeah, okay, Ryan. Okay. Let's move on to the next topic. She says order in the court. I say disorder in the court. Oh my goodness.
Yes. Oh, I thought we were gonna do that. I put it in the order that you told me. How did I put it in the order? I thought you were gonna do the trip first.
No, but I mean.
Okay, well that's fine. Hey, look, we all here. Let's all enjoy our time.
This is gonna be fun.
Yes. Now, y'all know what's going on up there in Georgia, right? Because we have the YSL trial going on in Georgia right now, and it's a big old mess. I'm telling you, it's just a hot mess going on. I've been using that word lately, and I'm going to be saying it's a hot mess going on. Now, if you don't know what's going on, if you probably do know, but what's going on is that the Fulton County DA's office, Fonnie Willis's office, is passing out RICO charges like it's free tickets. You know, like candy. Here, have a RICO. You'll be a RICO. You got a RICO. Everybody got a RICO. You know, so she's passing out RICO charges like it's just it's a free for all here, right? So YSL trial is going on. Basically, what it is that they're trying to say is the YSL, which is a rap group of people. Everybody, you know, rappers have these groups. They call them YSL group. Eminem had D12.
My nephew has OMN.
And so everybody would name their group a certain thing. So what they're trying to say is this YSL group is considered an organized crime, which is a gang unit, and that they orchestrated it doing all these illegal or felony charges or things they were doing. And the ringleader is Young Thug, or I think his name is Jeffrey Williams. He's the ringleader of it all. And so allegedly. Now, I'm not, hey, my thing is for really when you're talking about criminal acts, okay, so she's trying to bring up cases that was already been tried, already been talked about, already been done back in 2015, even going back to 2009. And some of these things I saw, you know, I was like, well, I remember the whole bus shoot up of another rapper and all that. I remember that going on. But however, so she's trying to say now is bring those cases back and saying now these are all because of organized crime and Young Thug was head at all of this. And so we have now, so if you guys didn't know, there's a person on stand right now who's been on the stand for the past since, well, he's supposed to have been not Friday, but the following Friday. And so, and then Monday he was supposed to come back because he said he had an immunity, but he pleaded the fifth. And so they threw him in jail for contempt of court. Okay, because you can't plead the fifth if you had an immunity because you expected to testify. So he had to come back Monday and testify. So that's what he did, but he didn't. What's the one? Say it loud without saying anything. That's pretty much what he did. So it was just a big old mess for that whole week. They put this man on trial. He didn't want to be there. He tried his best. And so, and basically he was trying to say was something happened where somebody died. And it was I'm not quite sure what was going on. Somebody died. And so he was trying to come back and say revenge on the person who did it. And it was orchestrated by YSL and Young Thug. And so he was like, you know, he was saying he lied about it. He lied to the cops on the 2015, lied to the cops. He said that he didn't do it. He was just saying anything. But you know, the prosecutor was out there basically, right, you know, trying to get him to say stuff. And he's like, I already said this. He's acting cutting up. You know, he's like, can I get some water? You know, or no, can I get something to drink? That's how bad about it.
Yeah, because my thing is this. I told her, I said, look, this sounds like our friend, our buddy here, not our buddy, but sounds like old boy was like, you know what, Bill Cosby had immunity too, and
Right.
He still got prosecuted.
Right. Thank you, honey. The immunity were only for state charges. It wasn't federal. So anything he could have said would have gone against him. Or that immunity also means that he may have been immunity if he said something about the crime, but anything that goes in the back end of that crime, he could probably get prosecuted for. So let's say that he said he was holding the gun. However, this is just allegedly. Let's say he was holding the gun, but yet he may have not fired it. But however, back end is having a gun as a felon himself. That could consider a federal crime. Right. So he could have been charged with that crime at the time of holding that gun, even though it wasn't for the crime itself. So that's pretty much what the lawyer came back and tried to say, because the lawyer wasn't there in the first place about the immunity charge anyway. And that's a whole nother mess right there too. So my thing is though, I mean, look, I don't know. I mean, if YSL has something to do with this, then YSL should have got charged during that time. You shouldn't have to come back and collect all this stuff because somebody said they did it in the name of YSL and try to charge this whole group. And this is another thing here. This is just a fourth or a third of the people that they was charged. It's like 28 people, because you can't get a RICO on one person. It has to be an organizational crime. It's organized crime.
Crime here.
Right, but I'm saying that's different. This is a gang. They're trying to do a gang trial. Okay. And so you can't. So this is just, they said it was 28 people. Right now, there's only maybe 8 people right now. And that's just this case alone. So after this is over, they got to go and grab the other people. Now, hopefully, maybe this is it. And so the judge really, I think the judge at this point, I'm not saying he's corrupt or anything. I think he's just fed up himself.
He's tired. I heard him.
He's just fed up himself. And it's like mistrial. And now what I want to also say, the only person who is actually getting paid is the judge, Fulton County Courts, the prosecutor, because it's guaranteed. They're trying to sit but YSL is trying to, I mean, the Young Thug has paid their lawyers, everybody has paid all these lawyers. We're on day 93. Now that's not considered 3 months. You're talking about 93 days during the trial, because they don't do weekends. They didn't have maybe on a one day, they stopped. And so it's not like 3 months. They've been doing this since November.
Ooh.
And so it's been stretching it out. And she's still not done. She said she still got about maybe 100, and she said she had 150 witnesses.
That's just too long. That's just too long. Come on now.
And you got to realize, though, the jury is still there.
You're getting paid about $5 a day.
Right. Now, I Googled it. I think Indiana said that because we were on the way home, so they gave me Indiana because that's where it tagged me at. The first day, I think they said they gave $80. I think the first day.
Okay.
And after that, if it goes longer than a week, they get $90 a day. Now, depending on, but you got to think about it. If it's an 8-hour trial, that's only $10 an hour.
Yeah, that's
10 to 9, right? So
a wage increase.
So, and they've been doing this for 91 days. And you're talking about, do they have bills to be able to pay? You got to figure out, is the state, putting a hold on their bills?
They can't. Let me tell you something.
What about their jobs?
Since I know a little bit about that, Duke Energy saying, "Hey, you're doing a jury. Oh, that's nice. We still want our we still want our money." Southern Bell, which is based on AT&T, everybody want their money. The mortgage company want their money. The car note people want their money. So sitting there for 93 court days, going back, because you figure holidays they were off. Mm-hmm. So they did get a chance to had a chance to go to work. And also talk about their jobs. What's their employer saying? It's like, wow.
Right. I mean, they're going down. Right. Family. They got a family. They go home to their family, but they can't talk about nothing. Their whole day was the trial, but they can't talk about the trial.
So my question becomes, how far is too long?
Yeah.
I mean, how far do these courts run people? Because people do have livelihoods. Will the state say, okay, we understand you make so much money. I don't know why that keeps doing that, but anyway, you make so much money per year. And so since you make that much money, we're going to divide that by these days and we're going to pay you that. no state's gonna pay that.
I mean, even if they do like they had to do like a leave,
maybe
a leave, right? Maybe that's the only thing.
Basically,
even unemployment, you only get so much. You don't get your full check.
Right.
If you had to do a leave from work, even if you do a leave from work, that's only 6 to 8 weeks.
That's a good question. What in the world happens? Maybe we need to find out from somebody who's a lawyer who does this. What really happens when you have these long court dates? That's, to me, that's ridiculous.
And that's it. Guaranteed pay is the judge is getting paid every week, 2 weeks, or how they get paid a salary, monthly salary. The prosecutor is getting paid, and the court and the Fulton County courts are getting paid, and that's it. That's guaranteed. They guaranteed to get paid for whether they win or lose. And think about it. That's taxpayer money.
Yeah.
And that's taxpayer money. And even the judge, I guess that got squashed because I haven't heard about that. But even the judge was talking about how he was talking about putting him on weekends last month.
He wanted to get this mess over with.
But
he already threw the defense attorney in jail.
That's a whole nother thing. And contempt. He didn't know which contempt he was throwing him in jail for.
Our famous Ashley Merchant came in. And,
she squashed that in a minute.
That's another 20 minutes. So we don't want to spend too much on this, but we can go deeper into this.
Yes.
As
I was saying, it's wrapping up now. I got no problem if you're charging him for a crime that he committed personally, but not try to come. I mean, you're trying to charge him for a gang violence, organized crime. Anyway.
And it's mandatory 20 years per count.
Yes. And I think it was like 20 some counts that they're trying to get him on.
Oh my gosh. He's talking about 400 years in prison.
And then she was breaking down something that happened in January of 2015. I'm like, people shooting up houses. I'm like, oh my God, what's going on in Fulton County?
Okay, you know what? We're done with the drama side. Y'all, for those who are still here, if you ran away, come on back in. We're getting ready to get off the drama side because that is drama. We had the fun stuff coming up. Stay with us. We have a special announcement, a very, very, very special announcement. Some great things can ready to go on. So let's do this. We are going to show you this little piece. All right. And let's hit this button, see if it works. Oh, it wasn't going to work. Hold on. It helps when you know where your mouse pointer is. See, we have a lot of screens in here, and the mouse pointer likes to go where it's not supposed to go. So we're going to do this. I think we're supposed to go. Yeah, that's where we're going. Here we go.
Hey, yes, we had a road trip this weekend. I guess we got to take out order of the court, though.
Yeah, that's fine. I mean, we keep it going.
And so we had a road trip this weekend. And look, this is he's a simple person, a simple man. He didn't want much. So again, remember his birthday was Friday. Father's Day was today. And so he wanted to go to
Buc-ee's. Yes, Buc-ee's.
And so we went to a weekend trip in Kentucky just to go to Buc-ee.
And we booked a really nice hotel,
right?
The True Hotel. So
yes, that's what you saw.
Hotel.
Mm-hmm.
Let me tell you about the True Hotel.
It was brand new.
And it's also, but
yes,
it's not business stuffy.
It wasn't a bit. It's right. So I'll say it this way. You know how you have on your flights, you have the economy, you have business class, and you have first class. I would say true hotels are considered the economy,
Yes.
where you still get the nice ride, you still get the snack, you get everything.
Right.
However, you don't get what you would normally get if you were in business class and first class.
Right.
So you still would get stuff, but it was still a beautiful hotel,
Oh yeah.
comfortable. And I enjoyed the hotel itself. The amenities were really nice. It's still the same amenities. Only thing is, we were talking about how the Wi-Fi.
Yeah, the Wi-Fi
So
is different, and
right.
also the breakfast is different. DoubleTree gives you, because I've stayed in the DoubleTree, I've stayed in a couple different variations. So the breakfast is a little, you know, you only had two basics, plus you have pancakes and oatmeal. So basically about 4 items. But when you go and take the DoubleTree level, it's a little bit more spread out. And in fact, it's much more spread out. However, overall experience, I love the experience there. I told them, I said, hey, this is a really good experience. The hotel had, nice little areas here where you can, they had a pool table. As you saw in the roll in, they had a nice seating area. The accommodations were great. Then for water, unlike most hotels, they give you, we had our free bottles because of our status with Hilton. But they recommend you buy these. And this was a nice investment, $18. It's basically a water bottle. You go to the water thing, fill it up. I messed up several times and it sort of overflowed. However, this is my new favorite canister. But going on to Buc-ee's, my plan was to upgrade to a bigger one. Now, don't think I do not drink pop or soda, whatever they call it in your area like that. So don't worry about me drinking, 40 ounces of when I get these, I don't put sugary drinks in here. This is water. This is going to be my water. So now instead of the old ones, which I think was 16, I have 40 ounces. So this is going to be my 1 day mission. This is my water mission for home. And then when I'm out, this is my mission. So basically I saw the bigger one. I wanted it. I got it. Then we went on ahead and let's unwrap. We're going to do a live taste test here. Now, I was told to try the beef jerky. And so right here we had the hot and spicy.
So they said don't get the ones that are in the package. She said you have to get the ones behind the car. Shout out to Essie Colbert.
Yeah.
So she said if you're going to get the beef jerky, get one behind the counter. It doesn't have the nitrates in it, but it's nitrates mostly.
So Steve recommended us to do that. So here's the one.
So what's this one is called again, Yanni?
Here is hot and spicy. And let's try it. It's actually good. Oh, the spice is kicking in.
The peppery, it hits you.
It hits out of nowhere. It just hit.
But I think there's more peppery
than
it's spicy.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
We probably should say that one for last.
It be hitting.
Just so happen to have water. That one,
It's actually pretty good though.
Yeah.
But it's like peppercorn. It's like peppery.
Yeah.
Very peppery.
Now we had to lock the cat downstairs because he can smell it. And he was trying to attack it. And so we locked the cat downstairs. Usually he sneaks up here and hangs out with the. So you gonna wrap that one? You gonna unwrap that one?
Yep.
And then I'm gonna prep this one. Oh.
I can unwrap it.
Still chewing on it.
This is cherry maple beef jerky.
I'm still chewing on the other one.
Cherry maple beef jerky.
Now, mind you, we purchased this because we wanted to do it for the podcast. Those who go to Buc-ee's now don't get price shocked. We only bought one of each. For some odd reason, she's throwing the big ones in there because it's $29 a pound. And I was like, yeah, you can throw smaller ones in there.
Oh, this one's a little bit
juicier.
Yeah.
Which one is that one?
I just said it. Cherry maple.
Cherry maple. Let me try it. Oh man.
Cherry maple beef jerky.
I like this one. This one doesn't hit hard like the hot and spicy.
It's a little bit more mellow. That's still pretty good. If you don't like the spicy one.
The spicy one hit you. I'm still tasting it. I'm presenting you with Korean barbecue. This is dinner, by the way. Well, I can't really describe it.
In my mind, I'm thinking about Korean barbecue, Buc-ee. But
I don't taste that in there.
I don't know. I'm not quite sure what this one tastes like.
I mean, I've had the Korean barbecue before.
Right. Well, it's about Buc-ee. Buc-ee.
Yes, we do eat Korean.
I'm not quite sure what that one is.
I don't know what that was. Okay. Now we can ready to go into a little sweet and spicy. Honey jalapeno. Okay, can we survive this one? I don't know, that peppery one. I'm gonna take me a couple days to eat that one. It's fresh, and I mean, they really wrapped this. Okay, this is the one I looked at her like I sort of kind of side-eyed her because I was like, "Why you give me such a big piece?" And I mean, it's really this one here is gonna be a hard one to tear off. There's yours. You may want to start yours now. I end up with a really big piece.
You do have to like jalapeno, because you could taste the jalapeno in it. So you really would have to like the jalapeno.
Yeah, I can taste it.
It's not bad.
It's that overpowering like our first one.
Right, the peppery one. I don't know what that was.
So for me, I'm gonna use the 10 score. And the spicy, it hits you in the back. I'll say 8 out of 10 on this one.
I mean, it's still good.
It's still good.
It hits you. I mean,
make sure you have water with you. I mean, it's good. It's 8 out of 10. I'm still working on the jalapeno one. Korean barbecue.
I mean, I don't get it. Right. I said I had Korean. I mean, just not jerky, but I'm not tasting that Korean flavor.
I'm giving this a 5.
It tastes a little bit too. It tastes. I don't know.
All right, barbecue. 5 out of 10 on this.
6.
Sorry, you do the 6.
Yeah, I mean, it still have a little flavor to it. It had an interesting, clay type flavor, and I think it's more flavor.
Because we do eat Korean food. I just didn't taste the hit of the Korean flavors. Honey jalapeno beef jerky, still working on it. I'm gonna give this a 9 out of 10.
You have to like jalapeno because it tastes like jalapeno, and so I won't rate it because I don't really care too much the taste of the jalapeno.
Is cherry maple?
No, I like the cherry maple. That was actually pretty nice.
We may be having a debate over this cherry maple today because
yeah, that one.
This is 10 out of 10.
Yeah, I'll work with you on the cherry maple because it's a nice smooth taste. And it didn't taste like jerky.
It didn't hit you hard.
Right. It was very smooth.
Jalapeno, like I just finished it. It was good, but it was a long chew.
Yes.
And, the hot and spice, I guess I had this for lunch tomorrow. So that's in.
That could be your snack. Right, bring it to work.
I'll probably be eating it for days. And the Korean barbecue, I'll probably be eating that later. So that's that Buc-ee's haul. I'm going to say, of course, we did have our sandwich. We did that review when we first really started, and that sandwich is still a 10.
The brisket sandwich.
The brisket, I still
now remember we went to Casey's. Another one.
Casey's.
And they decided they want to get in on the brisket too, so they had pulled pork. So
that wasn't anything. That wasn't a joke either.
Yeah.
Now Casey's is my favorite gas station when I'm traveling. So if I see Casey's, the one thing we didn't bring that up, but I always grab their iced coffee. I'll grab 4 bottles
or cold coffee,
or their ice cold. Yeah, their cold bottle, pre-bottled coffee. And I really wanted to try to. I wanted to order it and see if I can get it up here. So the thing is, Casey's is slowly moving north, just like Sheetz is moving up here. Now, when Sheetz opens up in the Detroit area, we're going to go there. We have a couple more trips this summer. You stick with us. You're going to see that little Garrison house road trip car. We have another road trip coming up. Hopefully, well, can't do next week because we'll talk about that in our announcement. So we may do it next week. We're looking at going to another place here in Michigan. So I heard they had the best BLTs in the world. I'm not sure.
And what were you talking about, baby?
Tony's.
Oh, all right.
Tony's near Frankenmuth.
Oh.
But that's just a turnaround. We're not staying overnight. I'm going to tell you the birthday trip was really good. I told her, I said, man, I woke up yesterday. Of course, I still do my work. People always say, do you work when you're on vacation? Yeah, because at this time, I'm the only one trained to do what I do. So, and I'm really like to keep my hands on it. I'm looking forward to one day having somebody who can do the streaming and get them trained. However, I did the streaming, then we went to Buc-ee's, and I would tell you, it was relaxing. I told her I woke up and said, I'm that tired. I'm very relaxed. It was very relaxing. The hotel was quiet. Now, some of the hotels I've stayed in, like I said, DoubleTree. I forgot which one we stayed in, Buckhead. I mean, that was a DoubleTree. But on Friday nights, they had parties. It was loud. It was we were tired. And the beds weren't comfy.
I don't think they had. Did they have a pool?
No, but they also no pool, but they also had quiet time. They had a sign on every floor saying, please respect our quiet time policy between 10 and 7 or something, but they had a quiet time. So it's like when you're on every floor, they require quiet time. Also, the floors in the rooms are hardwood laminate. And
no carpet in
the room, which is good because that means it's not going to pick up any smells, because sometimes people can be nasty. Just being honest. Overall, the experience at True Hotel by Hilton, I give it a very good rating. I'm going to say, I'm not even going to give it a number. I'm just going to say it was an excellent experience.
Thumbs up.
It's something that, thumbs up.
Oh, and the young man that was behind the counter, he was almost like a concierge.
Yeah.
He was very polite. Dallas. His name was Dallas.
Oh, you got his name?
Yeah. He told me. He said, hi, my name is Angela. I said, hey, it's Angela, if you remember. Hey. But yeah. He was acting like a concierge.
Dallas was good people. Dallas you can really say some things about people in hotels. I would say he's good people, great experience. I didn't get to see the young lady's name. She was good.
She was really nice. This is Kentucky, so I guess they always said the Southern hospitality.
Yeah, we want to talk about when I had to go to McDonald's to do a pit stop. Everybody said hi. I'm like, hi. So it's some really good hospitality.
Oh, honey, remember we went to French's?
Oh,
that peach cobbler at French's?
Oh yeah, we did not even talk about French's big boys.
That they had a peach cobbler going on. I guess I don't know how long. If you already in Kentucky,
Lexington,
whatever, French's, and they got that peach cobbler going on. Oh my gosh, yes. It was like I'm not kidding. It was like your grandmother's peach cobbler. It was like, well, back when Paula Deen was Paula. Anyway, yeah.
It was worth
the $5.
It was worth the $5. And I can tell you, overall, this trip was actually very affordable. It was at an expensive.
Right. We did utilize the continental breakfast.
Yeah, because there's no need to. We're at that season in life. We don't need to run out to a breakfast bar at a restaurant and spend $20-$30 for two when we pay for all this at the hotel. So we want a lot of food. Just go down to the breakfast buffet at the hotel and stack it up. But I couldn't eat all that. It was really good. And so today I didn't want to eat heavy, but the pancakes were good. French's, excellent. Just like we came in, she said, would you like the dinner buffet? French's, I think we paid like $30-some for
something like
two.
For the dinner, but of course, we added on the
Right.
desserts.
So basically, we paid about the same
And it was a buffet. It was like 12. It was a $12.99 buffet.
So we basically paid about the same amount that we paid going to Burger King for two.
Right.
I'm just saying, we paid pretty much the same amount. We may have been like 5 or 10 over because we did the desserts and of course drinks, but overall quality of the food was really good. There used to be there's a French's out here, but they're not under the Big Boy umbrella anymore out in Toledo. So, but yeah, really good food, really good experience. It's a really fun travel. I enjoyed myself on this here trip, and we're looking forward to doing more. So, again, our daughter is an adult. That means mom and dad can go do things because they have a job, though they're still in our wallet. However, they have a job. And now we can go and experience and enjoy some things. But then again, now stick with us. The announcement is coming. All right. So we got another thing coming up here now.
Things you find again on X-Files.
Yes.
What you find on social.
And this one here, like last week, we had the last podcast, we had the guy tell you why you couldn't find anyone. Hold on. The last time you heard this, let's play that. You heard this from the guy.
You're probably not finding love because you're the problem, and God is protecting other people from you.
Okay, so that was the last video rolling that we did. Now this one here, that one was deep. That was a situation that was really deep. People sometimes have issues with relationships, whatever. This here, okay. We'll let you watch it.
Yeah, that's my husband. Yeah, he has one of those interesting sense of humors.
Now, I don't know what he took from why he was running holding 2 hamburgers. And the cops, what got me when I saw this video, because I'm always on the internet, and just so happened I saw that when I said, you know what, I have to share that because buddy there was carrying. He looked like I'm like, is this real? I still don't know if that was a real video.
I mean, sometimes, hey, it reminds me, the movie Battleship, when he was like, I got the burrito.
That's where that's from.
Or the one with the Ice Age with that little squirrel at the end. Always to try to get his nut.
I looked at that video. I saw it. I said, you got to be kidding, right? You got to be really kidding. This can't be real. Hold on, I'm trying to pull up something else here. But yeah, you have to be, this has got to be a joke. I mean, but for the guy to turn around and tackle him like a linebacker, you should see the comments. I need to find that video link and share that with y'all too. The comments are hilarious. Some people said the big guy was waiting his whole life to do that, to tackle someone. It is really, really nice to see something like that. So that's my contribution to things that make you go on the X-Files. Do you have anything this week?
Well, honey, I really didn't research too much going on X-Files because, again, what I have on my social is going to be different what he has on his social. And my thing is I know I might get a little too deep. Okay, it's supposed to be humor and funny, but I'm getting tired of these little parody cooking stuff. Food costs so much money for all that.
But everybody's so creative. Tasha,
right?
She was saying she is funny, and then the other guy goes, "My stomach's bubbling."
Right, and it's cute. They're funny. Well, basically, they commentate over these interesting cookie shows. Now, I do have a cooking one. I do, but it's real because y'all people need to know how to cook too. So.
Yeah, so go to GarrisonHousePodcast.com and scroll down to What a Crock, and you'll see some real cooking.
Right. So
putting together Well, Corey, he finds something that's like this. You got to be joking. This can't be real, and it's done. Then you
Right.
have, the other gentleman who looks like he's 30 and he's actually 25. Is it Brent? I forgot his name. But people think he's older and he gives out the recipes.
There are right. I mean, I'm not saying it, but some of these parody ones, I'm like,
Stop.
you know, I would just watch one where big old pool. I mean, you know, it is just, and then that's another thing about these people in these socials too. Pranks, y'all gonna mess around, you know, right. Because these prank ones too, people doing in order to get clicks and hikes and hits, they'll put themselves in jeopardy. I mean, I don't know if it's true, but I guess somebody did a prank and they were putting big piles of poop in a subway, dumping it on people.
Yeah, this is a Generation X term. Fool around and find out.
Right.
Okay.
Right.
Fool around and find out with us because we you know, and just like that prank, somebody, I don't know if it's a prank or whatever happened in Detroit that was circulating through the internet where the girl threw eggs and flour at a house. First of all, you wasting eggs and flour.
Well, it wasn't a prank.
Or whatever. She wasted eggs and flour. She wasted food. And then she drives off, and I'm questioning the buckle of her seat. She had the door open. I should have grabbed that video and got hit by a car, T-boned by a car.
They said was that she was getting even with her boyfriend.
Well, you know what?
And so her and her friend started egging their car and whatever. And so they were running away really quick. And they jumped in the car. The door was still open and got T-boned as they were crossing over the intersection.
I can tell you, fool around and find out.
And probably had no insurance.
Find out. Yeah, we don't know that status. We are actually almost done, folks. So we're maybe going a few minutes over, even though our clock has a different time. We're ignoring that today because we had our technical difficulties starting out. I'm going to let you, we have a special announcement coming. And what we're going to do is we're going to roll what's happening. We're going to roll a trailer for you because we have an announcement concerning this. Here we go.
There are a lot of great guys out there, and they absolutely love dancing with new girls.
Here, give her this. Tell her at least thanks for coming out. I appreciate it, all right?
All right, T.
Hello? He left a trust fund for you, and it was payable based on you graduating from dance school.
If you know something, just tell me, man. I don't want to be out here looking crazy. I would tell you if I knew something. Because it sounds like you know something, cuz.
You're what? And I'm totally scared to tell T. Well, why are you afraid to tell him? You think he'll have you killed or something?
You should have a logo.
I love
The
my
logo.
music, but I feel like being a servant is my calling too.
Okay.
So like, how do I do them both at the same time?
Oh, that man will praise the Lord.
All right.
You know, honey, I was watching that and I didn't realize it. The clip where Howard was talking about his calling, there was a landline in the back.
Wow. I didn't see that. And I've seen the movie a few times.
That's funny.
Well, the announcement is, let's take that down. Let's take this graphic down because it's going to be in the way of everything because we need to see it. The announcement is that it's on tour.
Woohoo!
Next Sunday, June 23rd, is going to be at the John Wesley Zion African Methodist Episcopal Church, located at 28001 Evergreen Road, Southfield, Michigan.
Yes, it's the church that
The scenes were shot.
The scene that right, that last church, the church scene you see.
All the church scenes were
Right,
shot.
it was shot there. So yes, so I don't know. What says it for you then?
This one here is offering. This one here, they're taking an offering. It's actually on the thing. How they're working. For more information, go to hosannathemovie.com. Now, the next dates that we're scheduled for is July 5th and 6th at the Mommy Theater. Then we are looking at July 20th at the Philadelphia Film Society. July 26th, and my late sister's birthday, the July 27th, at the Pentecostal Assemblies of the World Convention in Baltimore, Maryland.
Wow.
August 16th and 17th in Columbus, Ohio, at the Lincoln Theater. Also, we'll be in Chicago, Illinois, at the Landmark Theater on September 12th and 13th. And hopefully we'll get Ryan on. We have our director of photography has just joined in, Byron B. Rutley. And then hopefully we'll do some things leading up to that to you all. So you'll see us doing some things on the Hosanna the Musical page. So we want you to go on over there as well. We'll put those links on the Garrison House podcast shortly. And that way you can join in and keep track of there, because we also need to build the subscriber base up there. But we do have a YouTube channel that will probably have content on there concerning as things going on. Those are going to be some of our upcoming road trips. Now, I'm not sure if we're doing Baltimore. I do know of those dates. We will be present. One or both of us will be present at these events. I know I will be at the AME Church on next Sunday. I believe you're going to be there. Well, we'll figure that out. And so we'll be there. So we will be in a couple of those. You will meet us. You get to see one or both of us at the theater.
It's exciting. Again, it's something that I wrote, and it projects as directions go, and is always exciting.
Yeah, we're gonna do something.
And it's nice to see it back out there. And if you missed it the first time around, I hope you guys would come out next Sunday and see it there.
Yes, because it's going to be a great experience. Like I said, we're working on getting cast members, some of the production team, the people who are involved in the project. We have another script that's literally sitting right there on the bookshelf. That's the next one that we're working on. And that one is a feature, and that's the bigger one. But between the two of us, our production company, we're going to be doing some great productions.
I'm still working on the short form. I call them short form movies, anything a little over an hour, not necessarily a long length movie. Feature. So it's short form video movie. And I'm working on that. And again, I told you before, it's a romantic comedy. It's fun. It is about a CEO who is very recluse CEO. And then we have our female lead who is quiet and introvert. So try and get those two together.
And then we'll have more details, because we're going to have opportunities for people to sign up and be part of our projects in the near future.
If you want to be part of it.
Oh man, I didn't know this was broke. But yeah, you'll have an opportunity to be part of our projects in the near future. And we'll get it. We'll all have an opportunity to be in there and get a chance to join some of our upcoming projects, local projects here in Detroit. And we're going to do that very, very, very soon. And but yeah, just go on our platform. Basically, everything's at GarrisonHousePodcast.com. We'll be announcing our production company name soon. GNF Productions is still around. That's a company that's founded by myself and David Fritsch. That's part of that's doing the feature project, the one that's behind us. The short forms and maybe a couple features will be done under me and Angie's production company. So with that,
that's good though. Thanks, Byron. If you try to make to the Chicago one.
Yeah, he's not that far from Chicago.
So yeah, if you can, anybody really, I said, just go to HosannaTheMovie.com and see where you are and see if you can be part of it.
Yes, be part of the experience, and then
Hosanna experience.
The movie, yes. Now, it's so much fun on this project. I actually enjoyed being part of it. And I tell people something about seeing your work on the silver screen versus television. So for me, I've been doing television for over 30 years. So it's a different feeling. When you do television, you feel it the first few years, it feels great. But there's something about having your project on the big screen that really is a different level, because now you're sitting in theater with the people who are watching your content, watching your final product or your premiere, before it goes to print, the screenings and all that, just sitting there and hearing people react. And there was one scene in Hosanna that I always knew that people would laugh, and that was with Bull. So, but that is one of the things I really enjoy about having these projects out there, getting things going, getting things going, because it's fun seeing it. And I did have something I wanted to say in the final remarks. Unfortunately, it has slipped away. Well,
I mean, I thought we were going to say Bad Boys 4.
Yes, that's it. So I did an impromptu poll on my Facebook page. Let me pull it up. And that's what it was. And among all the false starts here, I did a impromptu poll and asked people. Now, I'm not giving away any spoilers. Oh, also, those who know, Doris Biscoe passed away at age 77. So on my page, I had Will Smith and Martin Lawrence. I forgot Armando and Reggie. So Mike Lowry and Marcus, Armando and Reggie. So you need personal security. Who will you trust to protect your family? Well, out of the few who responded, 100% of it went to Reggie. Now, if you haven't seen Bad Boys, go see it and you'll understand why 100% has gone to Reggie. I'm going to tell you that they really brought him out. I can't remember his real name. I do know the backstory, how they were hunting for him, and they had to go all over the world. Well, not all the world, but they had to go all over the internet and do feelers. Hey, we're trying to find him. I think
he wasn't he in jail or about ready to?
I'm not sure what the whole story was, and
don't quote us on that, but I think that's what it was. So they actually, the producers actually had to
hunt him down,
and I believe that's what it was. I think he was about ready to go to jail, or
I don't know if it was
in jail or something like
or
that.
he may have
and the producers had to put a word in for him, and then the last scene, I won't say what it is, but the last scene, they finished shooting. They did everything done. However, on the last scene, they said that they actually had to fly him back to do the last scene.
And if you haven't seen it, it was
so they're I think they're about ready to increase his Bad Boys. So people, hey, look, whatever Will Smith did, it was wrong that he did it. But however, to me, I still enjoy his movies, okay? Just like somebody said, no matter how many Bad Boys you put out, people are going to still watch Bad Boys. No matter how many, like back in our time in the 80s, we had Lethal Weapon. They had about 4 or 5 of those, but everybody watched Lethal Weapon. Just like now we have the whole Fast and Furious saga. You know, how many Fast and Furious sagas, but yeah, everybody watches it. So, but it was really enjoyable to watch. And honey, I didn't think we went to a movie in such a long time. This is actually our first movie we ever went to since
the last Bad Boys.
Right. And basically, yeah, because I think that was post COVID. I was kind of funny because I was telling people, I say, man, you mark your time based on pre-COVID and post-COVID nowadays.
Yeah, so basically I'm skimming it. I'm not sure why they had to hunt for him. However, they did.
Well, it was an interview Will Smith did. So they were doing interviews. So it was an interview. That's what they.
Okay, I might have to pull it up.
But for the last scene, but this was when he when he came out with the second episode. The second one was the second one.
Because he was in Bad Boys 2 when he was 15.
Right. So it was 3. Bad Boys 3. That's when they were trying to hunt him down to find him, and to come back. And I believe that's what happened. He was either in jail or about ready to go.
So I don't know. I don't think it was that. Considering this, his child is the same age as our daughter, essentially. he was a teen father. He became a father as a teen. Shortly after getting the role, he became a dad. So his child is either a year behind our daughter. So he's actually a father. They sort of
So now he can pay for his daughters. I mean, it's a good thing. Just like I'm all for my Black brothers.
yeah, I mean,
rising
if
up
you read
out the ashes like a phoenix. Rise.
I mean, I'm looking forward to seeing him do more things. Now he's looking at, he said he wants to play Kobe Bryant in the movie. So he actually is now,
I can see that.
he's now looking forward.
But he probably need a little bit more acting skills. But
Well, he's actually getting better. I mean, he studied 3 months of training for that scene.
well, I get
So
it.
he has
you can train for that scene. It's choreographed. However, sometimes you're acting, you got to be pushed the acting there.
well, they're working on it. It's looking like, so it looks like they are reading some stuff in the papers here. It looks like he's his real name is, now this is where it gets interesting. His real name is, he goes by Dennis Green, but his name is Dennis McDonald. So it's one of those things where you have your IMDb's, and usually people have their stage name and their real name. So he's going by both. He is on Instagram as the real Dennis McDonald. So he is coming up. I can see him as as he's growing and acting. You figure in 2015, he was, 15. So he's now 30. Wow. 36. Wow. Didn't realize that. So you got to realize that was 21 years ago when he first started. So he's a little bit behind where most actors get their growth. Usually by this age, a lot of actors are already aging out. However, because he hasn't had to do a lot of these hard, high energy acting, he hasn't had to hurt himself. He's actually has a little bit more longevity than actors have come and gone, have moved on. Like they look like they're tired. Keanu did the last movie with him. He looked so tired. John Wick. That was the last one we saw. John Wick 4. And he looked so, by the end of the movie, we were tired. Because we know Keanu's at that much, I think he's a little bit older than us, but we're all in that same age realm. And I was like, man, he looked tired. He looks tired. I'm tired just from watching him.
The man had to fight all the way up a full,
Stairs.
7 flights of stairs and all the way back down. He had to be there in a minute. Then you have to go fight all the way back up the stairs. Back down. And then while he up there, he still got to fight.
Right. And he was tired. And Keanu has come a long way. So
he sat on those steps. It's like, you know what? I'm done.
Right. So when you look at movies like that where Keanu is at that age where that kind of stuff wear you out, and at his age at 36, he still has a good 10 years of action movies. He's got 10 years of acting. He has growth opportunity. I can see him growing in the Bad Boys series, and at least he's now saying aspirations. His child his oldest is grown. Like we said earlier, when they grow up, you want to do more, and that's the key. He's now being a father. He can now afford stuff. The guy who played Reggie.
Oh.
So you figure,
I don't know all that.
He was a young child parent. But I say because of Father's Day. So now he has opportunities to grow a little bit more in acting and provide. Acting is work. Don't get it fooled. Don't get it twisted. Screenwriting and acting is work. So with that, we're going to go ahead and count this out. But anyway.
Yep. HosannaTheMovie.com.
Yeah, Garrison House Podcast.com, and come on in and join, subscribe, share, and help us get to that over 100.
Yes, subscribe.
Follow.
And follow.
All right, everyone, next time, I'm Darnell.
I'm Angela.
And thank you for watching Garrison House. See ya.